That song means something. That song means something good didn't happen. Now, real rap. I love that anthem, especially when we doing something right. And I think we got it right. I think we got it right, at least momentarily anyway. Seth Curry, listen, I told y'all, man. I told y'all.
Oh, come on, bro. That ain't even the biggest news of the day. Like,
yes, it is. That's the biggest news of the year. Seth Curry,
Curry is clapping, dude.
Listen,
I know.
Bruh,
You don't even matter if it's the fake Curry you all hype on it.
That my cousins, the Currys and them, I'm telling you right now, this was the best move we'd have made since the drafting of Charles Barkley in '84.
It's the best even move. Better than drafting AI.
In 90.
Oh yeah,
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Barkley, AI, and Seth Curry. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a powerful move. For one, people forget. I had to remind y'all. Seth Curry led the league in 3-point field goal percentage. Man, this boy is a shooter. He come from a family of shooters. This is what they do. You know how you got the street boys and all they do is thug stuff. All they like, they come from like 3 generations of gangsterdom. He 3 generations deep of shooting the basketball. This is what he do. So I'm telling y'all, this is the best move. Danny Green is cool. I like that. This Seth move blown it out the water, bro.
All right.
Blow it out the water.
Is he even going? Is Seth even going to start?
Did the Sixers?
Excuse me.
Did the Sixers not watch the playoffs?
I know before we came in here, I told y'all order that I wanted to go in just so we.
No, you did. No, you
did. Man, we don't care about. We ain't trying to hear none of that.
Let's start off with the initial trade of the Al Horford to OKC.
That was the big move.
Yesterday. Elton Brand, he traded Al Horford.
Didn't do it. Go ahead. Elton Brand didn't do it.
I'm gonna give Elton Brand his props. Elton Brand, with the help of Maury, he traded Al Horford in the first round pick in 2025 and the second round pick in yesterday's draft for Danny Green and a young 22-year-old named Terrence Ferguson.
And I think so. That was pretty much. He was trying to clean up his own mistake. I guess we're gonna put it like that.
He's probably Brett Brown's mistake.
I'm putting. I still put the. I put that on Brand, but I think it was a matter of that something that he had to do.
I agree.
No, you know what? I'm not. Hold on. Because I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that trade.
I was about to say,
but I think that I think it was a matter of him. They couldn't get Jimmy. Jimmy ain't want to come back.
Oh, so no, you mean they had to sign him? They didn't have to sign Al Horford.
They didn't have to sign Horford, but they had to go for a big splash. And who else were they going to get?
No, they didn't. That's
they didn't have to go for a big splash.
I agree. Remember, I told y'all I wanted Julius Randle. That's why I figured they could have got Julius Randle for less money for that same position.
My stance on Horford is the same. I didn't mind the signing. I mind the money. It was too much bread. Nobody was going to pay him, not even close to that. So I'm trying to figure why we jumped the gun. It wasn't like Tobias, where Tobias, he was kind of demanding his status in the league was demanding of a huge contract. I still think it was too much, but Horford was totally different. It was
the market. I agree with you. Even the market at the time last year, regardless whoever was left, because the guy from the Bucks, he got the same contract.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, finish your thought.
No, but that's what I was saying.
Ain't Toby like? I don't know.
What I mean, my thing with Horford, I don't think the signing of him was bad. I just think the money wise. But I mean, we done with that now. We moved on. We was able to cut our losses. We got Green in here. I'm cool with Green, but
the signing of him was bad because everybody was hype on Horford. Like Horford shuts Embiid down. Yeah, we need. No, he did. Embiid averaged 24 points a game against that bum.
He's the beast.
Stop it. Is that 24 points a game is shutting somebody down?
He has 2 kryptonites in the league.
24. No, he has 1, and that's Gasol.
It's Gasol and it was Horford.
It is
Horford wouldn't allow B to move him at
24 points a game, 23 point something per game against Horford, and that was including early on in his career where he struggled like in 2 games when he was a rookie. He don't struggle against no Horford.
Well, here's why the reason why it was a bad signing was because the Sixers always struggle with space, and according to Brett Brown. So if you struggle with spacing, then why in the world would you sign somebody who's going to clog up all the space down low?
But Horford, that's the problem. That's my thing. Horford could actually shoot a
Brett ain't
decent
that
mid
smart.
range. The problem was we had Horford jacking up 3-pointers. I showed y'all the stat before. He shot the most 3-pointers that he did. He doubled what he did in Boston. That was the problem. The coaching was terrible.
Yeah.
If you put Horford underneath, even if you kept Horford right under Doc, I guarantee you wouldn't have Horford doing that. Though you would see the best version of Horford.
You wasn't going to keep Horford under Doc because Doc seen what the problem was, and they ain't
Exactly.
going to work together.
Yep.
Exactly.
No, the problem
why I got
was
rid of
the
it.
problem was you was paying Ben, you was paying Tobias, and you was paying B over $100 million. You had to lighten the books. That was the main problem. If Horford was here on a $40 million deal, I could guarantee. I'm not gonna say guarantee you, but
No, they would not.
No,
He
I'm
does
telling you.
not fit. He doesn't
No.
fit.
No,
He's big and slow. His defense is not as great as everybody want to make it to
his
be.
defense is good. He got good defense.
His defense is okay.
He got solid defense, very good defense.
He has solid defense. Boston had an athletic defensive team that helped him out with a lot of stuff.
But
We
when
gotta
you,
have
all
that
right, when
defense
you can't compare his defense just for guard B. B's the only player like him in the league. So of regular defensively, yeah, he's solid.
Yup, yeah, he really
But,
shut the Bucks down when Giannis was going off on him. Everybody else stopped the Bucks from winning, but he couldn't. Giannis,
Who everybody else stop who?
Giannis don't make it to no championship, do he? He got stopped by Toronto.
Wayne, you know what? Wayne funny because Wayne the first
We played him in the playoffs.
Wayne the first dude when he
I'm
defended
about to get like,
Ben,
I'm about to put.
Yo,
Yo, I'm
The
telling
only
you.
team Boston beat in the playoff
You
was
both-
the Sixers with Brett
What?
Brown.
Wayne funny because when he defended Ben, the first thing he want to say is, "Oh, it ain't about our offense. I mean, his defense is good." And
I
then
don't
he
think
first he
Horford-
went to
but
the defense.
Horford
First he went
defense
to
ain't
the
as good as Ben
defense.
Simmons' defense.
It is,
Horford
it's
defense
better.
is overrated.
His
defense
offense
is
and
overrated.
defense combined is better than Ben Simmons.
No, it's you out your mind. You
Hold
Ben-
on, I want to go back.
You
I want
out
to
your
go to
rabbit
Ephraim
mind.
saying
Ben
he
is
liked
trash.
it. Ephraim
Okay.
actually saying he
Don't,
liked
don't
the
do
Danny
that. Don't do
Green.
that. No disrespect.
I
hates
hope
Danny
people
Green.
watching this right now. Y'all hear this fool talking about Horford is better than Ben Simmons?
Huh? What has Ben Simmons done? What has
has
he
Horford
done?
done?
Like, y'all stop this with Ben.
Yeah, yo, stop the
Stop
Ben
this.
Simmons love.
Horford wasn't even the best.
What he
Stop
did?
playing with me.
Horford wasn't even the best dude in college.
Use your mind.
Kim Noah was better than him in college.
When has Ben ever been the best? Ben couldn't even do nothing with his college team that he won and done with. They didn't even make the tournament. Stop. What has he done? What has this dude ever done?
Horford been the most mediocre 15-year player. He was in Atlanta. Atlanta kept getting knocked out the playoffs.
Ben
As a
is mediocre.
As a favorite
Ben is
every year.
mediocre.
Ben is below
Ben
me.
and Joel won 65% of their games.
No, Joel won 65% of the game.
Let me-
No,
all right, so
Joel
what-
didn't win
So
like that until
what
Ben
is
got
Horford
on
better
there.
at than Ben Simmons? How many points a game does Horford average?
He shoot the ball better.
He's
How
better
many
than-
points a game does he
His
average?
defense is better. He rebounds better.
Oh, how many first team defenses has Horford been?
Huh?
Shut
Nobody care about
Shut
the
up.
first team defenses. They just a voting stat for boys
Yeah,
that
yeah.
don't play
He
ball.
loves throwing. Ben is. Listen, I'm not saying Ben is trash, but he ain't
You
far
just
from
said
it.
Ben was trash though.
He ain't far from it,
But
in my opinion.
how y'all like the trade? Do y'all feel like the trade was good and necessary?
Yeah,
That's all I want to
yeah,
say.
it was.
Are the Sixers the only team that didn't watch Danny Green in the playoffs last year?
Danny Green get hot in spurts. I'm
Yeah,
still
about to
cool
say
with
Danny Green did the same thing against Brown.
He's the
and
most overrated sniper
Danny
I've
Green-
ever seen in the league.
No,
That's why we got Curry.
Danny Green got hot. He got hot against Brown and them. He got hot like in the first couple games and stunk the rest of the series. That's
Danny
what
Green is a
does.
basketball. He's a basketball front runner. That's what he is.
but he
Give me
won.
co-host.
He got 2
He
titles.
got 3 rings.
He got 3 rings, 2 back to back. So he might be some good.
Wait, do he got more than that? Did he
He
get
got
2
3.
in San Antonio?
I know he
He
got
just
one.
got 1 in San Antonio.
Him and LeBron got the
Danny
same amount of. Him and LeBron got the
So
same amount.
overrated.
So if he
I
got,
remember y'all dudes.
so then he got 4 too.
LeBron got 4.
Then he has 4 too. They both got 4, but
got
1
4?
4
Danny
is
Green?
totally different than the other 4.
Listen, Danny Green was cool. I'm cool with the Danny Green signing.
All
Like
right.
I said, he hit some big shots in
Coming
that
off the bench.
playoff run.
Coming off the bench, we need a 2 guard.
We got him. His
All
name
right.
is Seth Curry.
All right, so let's move. Speaking of Seth Curry, we can move on to the second trade of the day. So, second trade involving Seth Curry. We traded him for Josh Richardson in the 36th pick. I like this. I like it a lot. Just Curry shooting his 40. He shot 44.3% from 3.
I got 45.2.
I got
You talking about last year or you
Yeah,
doing career?
but yours is even higher. What yours
Yeah,
based off of? Extra love that you support them.
No, Tim probably going career. He from going last year.
No, I mean I'm looking at. I just pulled the stats
Okay.
from basketball reference. Was it basketballreference.com?
I mean,
They got.
Because you light skinned, you not a Curry.
That's my cousin, and that's our cousins. Dog.
So
Stop acting
it's Ben
like that.
Simmons.
so you get better.
He's too far away. He's from Australia. I don't
So-
count.
You gotta
He's
take
not
them all.
foundational. Wilmington foundational. He ain't
All right. Well,
foundational.
so is Danny Green. How about that? How about Danny Green?
That's why I'm cool with
shooting.
Green.
The
Green
shooting,
cool.
the shooting.
Yo, I like this pickup though, for real. I think
Yeah, career. I got him career at 44.3 for a career.
all right, so that's what I had his career. You based off of last year's stats.
Yeah,
So
last year was 45.2.
nice.
Led the
How many shoot a
league.
game? How many threes he shot a game last year?
He averaged 5 threes a game.
So
No,
is he
definitely
our JJ Redick?
I think he's better than JJ.
I think he's better than JJ too.
JJ that could dribble.
Because he can actually give you points off either side off the dribble. So I'm liking it.
And he's not a good defender, and I think that's the reason why Dallas had to get rid of him, because
JJ.
playing next to whatchamacallit, I think actually Josh Richardson will probably do better playing with Luka versus
Kyle Richardson stinks.
no, I think
Richardson is the same as Horford. They didn't fit with this line.
they didn't fit with the team, and I think that him being better coached and playing with a superstar next to him, I actually think he'll do better in Dallas. But I
can see that.
I also believe that Seth coming here is going to be, he's that JJ. That's going to give us that spacing that we need for Ben to go down the lane and do his layups and then be the kick out when he got the ball. So I think this is a win-win for both teams. And I like this.
Yeah, because the West, everybody running out the West to the East because LeBron. They know LeBron took the West over, so they try and get out of there and come East.
I do feel that
Remember
way.
everybody Remember how everybody was talking about how tough the West was. Oh, LeBron can't win. Now everybody heading East. They went the easy road.
Look. Hey, Wayne, he loved doing it.
That's why, because this is the stuff that makes somebody end up hating on Bron unnecessarily.
They went the easy road to the chip. Don't run, Tim. Go get your Bron jersey.
The same reason why people start hating on Kobe, because the fans start getting out of pocket with it. Like, just stay on. Just say it for what it is. Yes, you're wrong. Yes.
Harden don't want to be in the West no more.
Harden don't want to be on Houston no more. If they tell Harden we're gonna send you to Golden State, you don't think he's gonna go to Golden State?
No, he said the teams he want to go to. He said the teams he want to go to.
Because Golden State ain't on the board.
Why ain't they got the number 2 pick?
Golden State might need him now.
Okay.
Why ain't they?
Yeah, because now Clay ain't there. Ask him if you want to go to Golden State now.
Shout out to Clay.
I know that's a hurt piece, man. Golden State was primed and ready to take the West back over again.
Without Clay,
Harden can't fill Clay. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. Harden can't fill Clay's shoes.
You out your mind.
What?
Well, defense,
You
no.
think he do everything Clay do?
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I gotta agree with that.
He's a better rebounder, a better assist person. Clay's a better defender.
Clay is too ball dominant.
Clay's a better defender.
You mean
Harden is, yeah.
Harden's. You saying ball dominant, but he averages 8 assists a game.
You could spin it
No
how you
matter.
want.
8
Harden
assists,
can't
and that's
fill
it.
Clay's shoes.
You talking about he's ball dominant, but you love Ben Simmons. Shut up.
No, Ben don't dominate the ball like Harden. Harden on a whole nother level of ball.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you.
But
when
he's
he gets to
not,
the Clippers, when he gets to the Nets, yes, he is. He's very ball down. Have you ever seen how he dribble, then he passes, shoot. He gets the clock down about 5 seconds, and then he decides if he's going to drive it and somebody get open and he dish. He draws attention, so he can dish and get the assist, but he's a very, yes, he is. He don't swing the ball and run around and get open. He don't do that. That's what Clay do. He like this.
That's why he's still out of shape.
So what is Clay going to do? So what Clay going to do without Steph Curry? You think Clay going to win without Steph Curry?
No, Steph is the focal point.
Do you think Clay is going to carry that team to the playoffs without Steph Curry and to the level that they was?
No,
I mean vice versa because Steph, Clay, and
So
Clay.
if you switch positions with Clay and James Harden, you don't think that Golden State would have been a better team with Clay instead of with Harden instead of Clay?
No.
Okay.
No. If you take Steph out the equation and place Harden with Steph, then okay, maybe you could say something that they still be decent. I still don't think they'd be as good, but you can say they'd be decent. Steph, if you put Steph and Harden on the court and you take Clay out the equation, no, they would not be a better team. No.
Clay is the glue.
Clay overrated. Draymond the glue.
Clay's the glue.
Steph is the end all be all at the end of the day. Let's be clear about this. Let's not get carried away.
Steph's gonna fake an injury again this year, the same way he did last year when Clay wasn't there.
Steph is the end all be all to the team. Everybody else just fits perfectly in a puzzle.
And watch, they're gonna start blaming on Wiggins. See, Wiggins should have been able to help Steph Curry. Steph Curry need help. Here, Steph.
No, Wiggins gonna step up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they had Wiggins. They good.
They're gonna be good.
Okay.
They're gonna be good.
They had Wiggins last year too.
And they got the number 2 pick in the draft.
No, Wiggins didn't even really play last year. He only played
He played with Steph. I mean, he ain't played with Steph. Wiggins ain't played with Steph.
Steph ain't gonna play with Steph because he's gonna fix another.
He's a hater. I can't wait to Steph win MVP this year. It's gonna be classic. You already here first.
Did y'all see?
They not being better than the 4th seed in the West, and I said that before Clay got hurt, and now they might not even.
Oh wait a minute. Oh wait. Who's your 14? Who's your teams ahead of them in the West?
Teams ahead of them in the West. I got the Clippers. I got the Lakers. I got the
Clippers. The
Mavericks. I got the Mavericks, and I got the Denver. All better than
you got the Mavericks. You got the Mavericks ahead of them.
Yeah,
I do.
Hold on. You didn't even believe in Jamal Murray. You was hating on Bubble Jamal. Remember? Oh, that's Bubble Jamal and Jokic and all that stuff. Now you got him over Golden State all of a sudden.
Bubble Jamal made the playoffs. Clay, Steph didn't.
Steph didn't play last year.
That's why he didn't play. He jumped out.
Okay, let's see. Ask
Don't let your hate get in your way.
Same way I told y'all I told you last year he wasn't going to finish the season.
Tim, give me co-host. Tim, co-host me.
All right.
Yeah, calls me too. I got to do something.
Yo, Mark, what's going on? Thanks for calling. We talking the NBA draft with the Sixers last night.
What's up? Yo, I know y'all can't see me. I'm driving the car right now, but I kind of like what they did last night, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like the only thing I got a little problem with is the boy Danny Green. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What y'all like about Green?
I just don't like the fact that he's streaky. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that he's streaky, and he showed that in the playoffs a couple of times. You know what I mean? But he's better than what we already had. So because we didn't even have a streaky boy before. So
I agree.
I think the contract was the biggest thing. Getting out the Al Horford contract was the move.
No doubt. And I like the boy Seth. I love that move.
Me too.
You know
Thank you.
I like that. Yeah, I like that move.
Then another babyface assassin.
Yeah. Word. And the young boy they got, I think he all right too. Because me and Wayne was talking about like the mid-range game versus the 3-point game. And it looked like the young boy got both. You know what I mean? So
his 3-point, you talking about the draft pick?
Yeah, the young boy.
Well, his 3-point stats ain't that great. He's shooting like 29% from 3, but I think they were saying something about like when he plays against the top competition, his 3-point game goes up. And,
okay.
Really?
And
Calipari was actually talking about him, and he was doing a lot of comparisons to Jamal Murray. So
I saw that.
How tall is he?
Yeah.
He's about 6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
6'3". Yeah. And the other young boy we got, what, a 6'9", right? 6'9" from where he from? I forgot where he's from. He's
about Dakota.
Isaiah Joe.
Yeah, Isaiah Joe. Yeah.
We picked up a European boy or something, right? Who we pick up? Dakota something.
Well, I know they let one European boy go because he went with Al Horford. Some boy, I forgot where he's from.
Yeah,
he had the rights to him. Yeah.
He was 26.
Long story short, man, I like the moves we're making. I like what they're doing. I just hope we get one more piece. But I think, like I was telling Wayne, I kind of want to either Buddy Hill or the boy. What's the boy from Washington?
Oh, Bill.
Bradley Bill.
Yeah.
Is Bill available?
Yeah, I would love Buddy Hill. I heard Sixers was in talks with them.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So what happened to the Zach LaVine thing? Did Zach LaVine thing go belly up or what?
We got too many light skinned boys. There's a limit as far as how many you get with your squad.
Yo, Zach LaVine will be the real deal.
Yo, hey, that's what I said. I ain't gonna lie. But yo, y'all really think Zach LaVine is credible though?
Yeah,
You think he's credible, man?
I like
Wayne said he was.
Zach LaVine legit, average 25.
I would take Buddy Hill over Zach, but if I would take Zach too.
No,
I think I'd take Zach over.
I take Zach over Buddy Hill because he got not only do Zach to me is a better scorer in general. He also got better height than Buddy Hill. Buddy Hill only like what 6'4", 6'5"ish. Zach is coming around what like 6'6".
What position? He's a shooting guard, right?
Yeah.
Who, Zach LaVine?
Okay. No, Buddy Hill.
Buddy Hill, both of them are too. Yeah. But that's the other thing too. Zach, this my thing for Zach is he's actually been the go-to man down the stretch for Chicago. I mean, he remember when he played against us, he was the boy hitting the big shots down the stretch when we played against Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I get some credence to that part of it, of being a dude that had to carry a team.
I want to say this too, real quick to y'all, man. That thing going on in Brooklyn, that's gonna blow up in their face, man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
ain't even gonna get hard.
Yo, listen, KD and Steph game. I mean, KD and Kyrie games is crazy, and they crazy. So it's gonna be problems.
Just like they games, man.
Yeah,
just like they games, man. And the thing about it, y'all was talking about the West who gonna come out. I still think the Lakers come out the West, man. Again,
I agree.
They got one more run.
It depends on what moves they make.
Let me ask you this:
definitely coming back.
Let me go ahead. Man. You think who coming back?
Oh, the Lakers are coming back. They're gonna do it again.
They're gonna run it back again.
I think they're gonna run it back.
If you think somebody gonna get in their way, who getting in their way though?
Maybe Portland or because who the Suns got Chris Paul now, right?
Yeah, that's a good move.
They're gonna be better than Golden State too.
Yeah, Golden State for Gazy, man. Sorry.
No. They're not for Gazy. Now that Clay got hurt, they for Gazy, maybe a little bit more for Gazy. But they still go. Listen, they got Steph, they got Wiggins, they got the draft pick, young boy, the center. I heard he's solid. They're gonna be all right. Draymond, they're gonna be all right.
Well, I think because the Suns gonna be nice, man.
They're gonna
be nice.
Yeah,
I think it's nice, anybody getting the Lakers' way. This is where I do agree with Wayne. I think Dallas.
Thanks, Mark.
I think Dallas may be able to put up a fight. The boy Luka, the real deal. I can't hate either baller. I want to ask Mark one more question too. I want to ask about that DeAndre Hopkins catch. Hey, Mark, can he? I just want to ask him, and Mark, if you're still listening, hold on, Ethan. Mark, if you're still listening, just give me your opinion on this. I've been asking cats this. That DeAndre Hopkins catch, was that the greatest Moss of all time? Where do you rank that at? With that catch, if you listen, Mark, either call back or just send it on the text. Because that catch, I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
You know what?
Have you ever seen somebody Moss three people?
Yeah, I've seen Moss three people
like that, like all surround him like that.
Yes, I've seen Moss people.
You gotta show me that.
I don't think. See, you gotta break it down to not.
Go ahead, Ethan.
You gotta break it down to not just a regular game. You gotta break it down. What part of the game? This was everybody knew it was a Hail Mary end of the pass, end of the game. It's not just you running around, you throw the ball and he mauls people. It's everybody ran to the end zone and you throw the ball up and the best. So
is he the only person that ever called a Hail Mary?
No,
it was a great catch. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, sometimes it's a matter of getting caught up in the moment where this was the greatest ever, such and such.
I'm just asking. Yeah, I know. I'm just asking.
If you go back and look at the pass, you see that one of the defensive backs actually knocked one of the other defensive backs out the play, which caused them.
Oh yeah, so I mean, but in most plays you kind of need something like that. In most Hail Marys, if my memory serves me correct, it's a group of people around. It's rare that it's just one receiver and three D-backs encircling them. Normally it's like another receiver, maybe kind of jumping up. It's a group of people jumping up and one person just happens to get it. It was literally one dude in amongst three people. I'm not saying it's the greatest, but that joint was.
He just told you.
You just said you had a lot of concussions, though, right?
Now I said all that. I said all that to say this. My greatest catch right now is still that David Tyree catch from the Giants against New England because of the down and because of the game and because of what it meant to the game.
No, I ain't talking about the greatest catch. I ain't talking about the greatest catch.
We actually want to touch on football.
All right, go ahead. I just said the greatest, but that's a question I wanted to ask Mark on the way out. I just said the greatest Moss, greatest Moss catch, not the greatest catch.
See, that's what I'm saying. The ball take one show off and he come back and he just disrupt your whole joint.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, my show off. Listen, that game, we'll get it. We'll talk about that. Are you ready to talk about Eagles yet or no?
No, I just want to touch on the we touched on it briefly, but how y'all like the pickup of Tyrese Maxey? What's his Maxey? Is that how you pronounce it? Or Macy?
Who that? I missed that. What happened?
He's talking about the draft pick. He's talking about the draft pick.
Our draft pick that we
Oh, the Bull. Oh, yeah. I gotta look at him. I don't know too much about him.
He's a Matisse Thybulle type. But when you look at his shot actually doesn't look like, you know how sometimes when the Bull shoot and they shot just look like a Bull can't shoot and their shot looks terrible. Like Ball. Like when you see Ball shoot, it's like, yo, this Bull jumper is horrible. The Bull Maxey actually looks like he can shoot, but his percentages don't put it there. So to me, I don't know. Maybe it's something he can work on and get better at. We'll see. Yeah, but as a defender and a creator, he's good.
Did Mark really say Portland are getting away to the Lakers?
I know. After that, I was like, okay, no, that's just, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, unless Portland made some trades I know about.
Maybe it was the exhaust fumes coming from the car when he first got in.
You ain't gonna take shots of a man when he's going.
Yeah. I was like, Mark, what are
Mark gonna hear this. He gonna come back. He gonna hear it.
Mark is gonna be in the comments on YouTube, like, hold up, Tim.
Portland. I was like, okay, we gotta block that caller. Like, no, Mark. All love, baby. But
I actually think Utah gonna be better next year too.
I think Donovan Mitchell's only gonna get better.
It take a lot. Y'all see what y'all gotta realize is it takes a lot to repeat what you did. Utah, I know. See, this is again, Wayne just said living in the moment. You know
that moment.
Even
you know what? You do know that Utah's second best player wasn't in the playoffs with them last year.
Hold on. Y'all was hyping up Denver and all that for being so good. Y'all know they was down 3-1 twice. Like,
I know.
You can't just let stuff like that slide.
Okay.
It could, the bubble had a lot to do with
Wayne living in the moment.
I do think the bubble
had a lot to do with it. He criticized me living in the moment with DeAndre, but he living in the moment with Denver. He living in the moment with Dallas. He a fraud.
The only thing I'll say about Denver though, don't act like Denver. Don't act like Denver was thinking up before this year. Denver was already
years for him to say LeBron James was good.
I remember us talking about that Utah Denver series, and you was all over the ball from Utah.
Yeah, Mitchell.
Remember?
Mitchell.
Yep. Yeah, I was, and still am.
Mitchell this, Mitchell that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, and Mitchell was by himself.
Put that thing on.
No, it took two of them to beat him out. And the Bull Bogdanovich wasn't there. Bogdanovich was balling this year, and he was hurt the whole playoffs. So stop it.
Well,
Ephraim don't look at nobody except for Steph, and Ethan don't look at nobody but Bron, other than the Sixers.
It ain't nobody but Steph and Bron. They 1-2.
But look,
they 1-2.
John Calipari was.
If you watch basketball all the way to the finals, I mean, that's all you're gonna be watching is LeBron. I mean, you know what?
And Steph Curry.
John Calipari had a lot to say.
I ain't seen Steph all year.
John Calipari.
Well, I'm saying what he said about the dude we drafted. He said that John Wall got trained by what's the boy name we got? Sam Cassell. He trained John Wall, and John Wall became who he became. He said the same way he's trained John Wall, he's gonna do the same thing to the boy that we drafted yesterday. He said you might see some good things coming out of him because he said Sam Cassell don't be playing. He give it a right on their face. He's a real good coach. So
is he going to do that to Ben Simmons?
But
I hope.
I hope John Wall can't shoot. So I don't know. No,
John Wall actually does shoot the ball though.
John Wall can't shoot though, so I don't know how much Cassell gonna help him or Maxey with that part of the game. That's the part they're lacking.
He heard me. He just in love with Ben because John Wall at least does shoot the ball.
Ben is going to shoot. No.
I'm not. Listen, if Ben was going to get if you was going to tell me you're going to trade Ben and you're going to bring me in Booker, I'm taking it. But my whole thing is y'all make it like Ben is trash and he's not trash.
I can't wait for y'all to eat your words too, because y'all. The thing is, I'm so forgiving.
Y'all just get caught up in if he don't shoot a three, he ain't for me. That's
It ain't about shooting a three.
I never said about shooting a three. I said shoot the ball. Period.
No, that's you already know. Ethan was talking all that all this. If you don't got 3-point shooters, you can't win. Meanwhile, the Lakers win with 3-point shooters struggling. Listen.
Go ahead, Ethan.
Speaking of John Wall, they talking about trading him for Westbrook.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Ain't that a unilateral move?
I'll take John Wall over Westbrook.
I think I would.
I think that I don't want Westbrook nowhere near my team.
I don't. Westbrook too hard-headed. He too stubborn. He don't yield. He don't want to change. No, I don't want nothing to do with Westbrook.
So are you right now? Are y'all all
He the
okay?
Westbrook? Hey Tim, where Wayne at? Tim, where Wayne at on your joint?
He over here
on
this
joint right here.
He right next to me going this way.
Wayne the Westbrook.
And you the TJ McConnell. How you like that?
Yeah. Go ahead, Tim. What you saying? What you saying, woman?
Are you with the way the team looks right now going into the season? Do you think we're a contender?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we are.
Oh,
I think we in the mix.
Who you think is better? Who y'all think is better in the East?
Milwaukee, even if they stay the same, they still better.
Well, they lost the one bull.
I don't think so. They lost what one bull?
We can't seem to beat them.
He refused to get drafted, or to get traded. Brogdon.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be on there.
I mean, I think they could still sign a free agent. I don't know.
I think because we got under the cap, I think they either gonna still go after Harden or Zach LaVine. I think one of them. And
then not going after Harden. You're not getting Harden unless you're giving up Ben Simmons, and the Sixers not giving him up.
Harden, if he starts showing us tail and really starts saying, "I ain't."
The Sixers are not getting Harden unless they give
this.
up Ben Simmons, and the Sixers said they're not giving up Ben Simmons.
I don't want Harden. I don't want Harden. I want Zach LaVine.
Who in the East the Sixers are beating 7? Do you think the Sixers beat Miami in 7?
Under this coach, I think they can.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we got coaching now.
That was the big detractor for me. I mean, the last 5 years. So
is Ben Simmons gonna start shooting the ball?
I mean, even if he don't, we got Seth. I think I actually think that Shake is going to be better than he was.
Who? I agree.
Shake. I mean, Shake already was like numbers. He was Shake's 3-point shooting percentage was like 7th in the league. So you know what I'm saying?
All right.
What?
How much? Curry can,
but you gotta look at what they got.
But who
can teach him a little something?
What they have? 2 months off? How much can you do in 2 months?
What you mean by that? I mean, you got the whole season. All right, but you're talking about from the time that the season starts. You still even they may not have that because it's different if you're talking about the regular season or you're talking about the playoffs. My thing is if you're starting now and during this season, like I agree with you about the preseason and everything else. But by the time you get to the playoffs, these teams have been together and have developed all that stuff. So playoffs to me is a whole different situation than the regular season.
I agree with that. That's a fair point. I mean, like you said, I always thought we had a good team. I just thought we was terribly coached. So we're gonna see where. Thank you. We're gonna see.
I think the Sixers may have the best defense in the league.
Ooh, that's what Doc Rivers believes. That's what he's banking on.
But Ben B to Bob, we got a lot of height,
and we got a lot of D. We got a lot of D and 3 guys. We got a lot of athletic defensive guys.
Listen, man, listen about that best D. Clippers had the best defenders, and they couldn't stop train smoke.
Clippers. So, what center did the Clippers have back there blocking shots? Exactly. I mean,
they had the best.
It makes a difference. You can have the wing 3.
No, they had the best.
Best what? You froze. You froze.
They had the best wing defenders in the league with Paul George and Kawhi.
Okay, and who was the center that was if they got past them? Who was in the back blocking these shots and stopping and deterring people in the back?
They not supposed to get past them. They not supposed to get past.
So these great NBA players are never going to get past a good defender. So that okay. All right. It makes a difference when you have a shot blocker and a defensive presence in the back.
I agree with Wayne with that. When you got that's what killed Golden State the year when Brian won that fluke championship and did 73-19. Remember, Bogey got hurt.
It was fluke.
Bogey got hurt. Boogie got hurt, and now
Did
Brian
they
had
have
a
Shaq
clear
then
path
back
to the
then?
basket.
Did they have the boy JaVale that then?
No, they had
They
Shaq
had
in the
JaVale
four.
then?
No. So Brian had a clear path to the basket. So to Wayne's point, though, a big man in the middle makes a huge difference. And you know, Bede is athletic enough and big enough to swap that stuff out. They bring that garbage in the middle. So
I mean, that's what
do
made
like
the
that.
Sixers defense great when they had AI in them because they had all those good
That's
perimeter
true.
defenders, and then you had first
And
you had
Theo.
Leo, and then you had
Theo.
Mutombo. You
Yeah.
got that legit shot blocker back there. So even if a boy do get past, and because that's one of the things, even with Shaq, with the Lakers, a lot of people just don't give Shaq enough credit for his defense. Like, yeah, Kobe was a great defender and everything, but when they was playing AI, Kobe could play up on him because when AI got past him, then he looking at Shaq that's threatening to block the shot.
Exactly.
So I guess y'all wasn't watching the game when Jamal Murray was crossing over and shooting threes. He wasn't going to the lane.
Crossing
You
who
got
over
to stay in
shooting the
front of your
threes.
man. Kawhi and Paul George.
But that's the point, though. See, but that's
You
the
got to
point.
stay in front of your man. He ain't had to go to the basket.
But Wayne just made
Who
the
won
point.
that series? Who won
But-
that series?
But Wayne
Denver.
just
Okay.
but Wayne just made the point that they can play on it. If you don't have no big man, you gotta back up because you gotta protect the lane. If
Yup.
you got a
Who
big man,
was Denver? Who was Denver's shot blocker?
Jokic.
No, he's not shot blocker.
He averaged. Let's put four stats up there.
Yeah, how many
They
shot
had
blockers?
Jokic and they had Jokic and they had Jeremy Grant. They had two boys athletic. Jeremy Grant athletic boy. You already know that. You was asking.
So Paul
don't
George and
beat that.
Kawhi. Hold on. Okay, so Lakers had the ball. What's the ball? They had Paul George, had the Kawhi, and had the other big ball, Montrezl Harris. They can't stop them balls from going in the center.
Nobody's saying it was. First of all, you make it a
Joel
whole,
Embiid is a 7-foot shot blocker who can move laterally side to side
Yeah.
and affect shots. That's a big difference from having
you making a
When he plays 60 games.
okay. He played
I
every
agree
game
with
in the
Wayne.
playoffs last year.
Sixers got the best defense in the league. I agree with Wayne.
I agree.
I told you Ethan just in love with the small ball 3-point shooters. That's all Ethan about. Did Mark come back? Or is it Joey the sound?
I think it's Mark. You heard
Back
Tim
on your
talk
head,
about you,
Tim.
Mark?
Ethan just in love with the small ball 3-point shooters. That's all.
You heard Tim?
Yeah, I
You heard-
came back.
You heard Tim talking that garbage about you? You heard him?
Hey yo, listen, man. hey.
My
I
bad,
heard,
Mark.
yo, y'all saying I was smoking. What you say, Tim? I was.
He said it was exhaust fumes.
What made you think Portland? What made
No,
you think
scratch that, baby. Scratch that. No. Utah and the Suns, man.
Okay. All right. I can rock with that.
All right, that's
I
better.
can rock with that. Yo, let me ask you real quick. What you think about that DeAndre Hopkins catch? Do you think that was one of the greatest mosses of all time?
I'm be honest with you, man. I think it was the combination, the pass and the catch. That was crazy, man.
It was.
Yeah, you gotta
That
give
was
props
crazy.
to the pass.
You know what I mean? The pass and the catch, and then he had 3 defenders on him.
3 of them.
I mean, y'all let me know if y'all seen one better.
That's what I'm trying to say. Wayne's screaming out that he saw something, but he ain't say nothing yet. So
Let me know, Wayne.
Ephraim said, who have we seen Moss people better than that? And I said,
no, I didn't. That's not what I said.
You did so.
No, I don't think he said that. I was listening.
Well, I'm glad we recorded because he specifically said what person has mossed 3 people in the end zone like that.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
And I said Randy Moss.
I said when. And I said when. I'm not saying Moss was involved.
I don't remember him doing it like that.
Me neither. I don't remember.
You
him doing
remember
like
Moss
that
catching the ball over people like that?
Not
Oh, yeah,
3
but
people.
not like that, though, Wayne. Not like that. Come on, fam.
At one time.
Not like that. Not
Okay.
like 3 people at one time, and then the game was on the line. If he missed that, game was over.
I agree.
Game was over.
That's usually how
you
Hail
know
Marys
what's
work.
No,
Oh,
but
really? That's all that
I'm gonna
was?
tell you, but Wayne, you know how Hail Marys really work though? How Hail Marys really work is somebody wait for the ball to get bad and catch it on the way down.
Yeah,
You don't jump up and catch the ball.
Or
and peek and come
the
down with it.
defenders run into each other and leave you wide open and make a catch.
Ethan, He went up and got that over everybody.
The dudes
that's what I mean. Right.
That's Tim. Tell him what happened.
That's not how Hail Marys work.
Tell him what happened, Tim.
Who ran into who, Wayne? He jumped over everybody, cuz. Go back and look at that.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That joint was crazy. I mean, like I said, I'm not officially going on record saying it was the best, but I'm going on record to say it was one of the best I remember. Now, if you show me something
find one better. Find one better.
If you show me one,
I will.
I'm cool with it. Right now, as my memory serves me correct, that's the best Moss I think I've ever seen.
Y'all said something else about basketball. I want y'all to ask the question. Oh, me and Wayne was talking about this. Remember we was talking about, Wayne, about the 3-point versus the mid-range game?
All right.
Yeah.
Remember we was talking about that? And Wayne brought up a few good points about how, the percentage is better because of the fact that they shoot more threes than mid-range. But I was just saying, if Bulls start playing that mid-range game again, I think the game would be better to me. What y'all think?
I mean, all right. The analytics, right?
That's what Wayne said. But go ahead.
They say that the chances of you hitting an open 3 over an open 2 are just as good, right? So if it's equal percentage-wise you hitting it, then you take the 3 over the 2 because the 3 is worth more, all right? However, I do agree that people have leaned on the 3 so much that they now taking contested 3s over uncontested mid-ranges. This is where and this is Houston was infamous for that. They will pass up a 2 to take a 3 that's contested. That's retarded to me. I don't understand that.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, like, I know, and Wayne was saying that if you pull up with the mid-range, it's going to get contested more than a 3. I understand it, but I would think the percentage of making a 2-point shot is better than the percentage of making a 3-point shot.
Well,
I'm just saying.
That depends on who the person is shooting it.
I guess that's right.
Yeah.
I say this for that. What's the NBA 3-point line? 22, 23 feet? It makes no sense shooting a 20-foot 2-point shot. If you're going to shoot a 12, if you're going to shoot a 12, 15, 10, cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Do that. Now, I do see now B shoots it. Giannis shoots it a little bit. AD shoots it at very, very well.
What's the bull Wayne you said from all the Spurs?
That's all he shoots.
Okay, all right.
DeRozan shoots a lot too.
Kawhi's a mid-range
shoots it. So
Kawhi still does well with it.
I think it's a lost art that they need to do.
That's what I'm saying.
I think 15, 12 is the max. Once you start shooting 20-foot 2-point shots, it don't make no sense to me.
No, I agree with that. That's always been my big thing too. Even with a dude like Ben, this is why I go back to Ben. Nope, I think Wayne kind of misquote Ethan a little bit. Ethan hype about the 3, but I don't think he want necessarily hype about Ben shooting the 3. I just want Ben to shoot the mid-range. Like that's all I want.
How you gonna speak? First of all, we wasn't even talking nothing about Ben.
We had this conversation before. Just shoot a regular jumper.
But it wasn't even about. But me talking about Ethan being over. My whole thing about Ethan with the 3 is Ethan was sitting there talking like, you got to have a team full of 3-point shooters to win.
Most teams in this NBA, you need at least 2 Bulls that can shoot the 3. 2 Bulls that can hit the 3 at a good clip, and we have that now. We got Green and we got Curry. The chef, boy, the chef little brother.
All right, that's enough of NBA talk.
And we got Toby, Wayne. We got Toby.
All right, y'all.
Toby's a mid-range shooter.
We all the Sixers. They did that thing yesterday, but the Eagles, they're doing that thing on Sunday.
They ain't doing.
All right, let me say this first. All right, y'all may have noticed I didn't do Sunday podcasts. All right, and guess what? It wasn't because I was out. It wasn't nothing like that. I was sick to my stomach at what I saw. I could not physically pull myself together. This loss hurt me.
So I don't ever want to hear you talking about somebody need to man up and play because you ain't man up and play. You had a job to do.
Yep. That's facts. I didn't man up. I'm a wuss. I am. I'm going on record. That law, it took me somewhere because it broke my spirit for this year. It was one of them losses that I could only remember as a young bull. When I remember when we in the playoffs and we lost to Dallas. This had to have been back in I think Dallas' first Super Bowl run. and we lost to them cats. We just ended up beating, I think it was the Saints, and Dobbs was our next opponent. And it was the first time my eyes was wet after the loss. I felt that very same way on Sunday. My spirit was taken away from me. I had nothing left.
Okay, that's enough of his sad sob
can't
story.
say.
He should have came on Sunday and told it.
No, but now I'm back.
No.
And I'm back to say this.
Why is JJ Arcega-Whiteside on the injury report?
He got COVID.
They got COVID. They got like 6 players that got COVID.
6 players have it.
Corey Clement too.
Yep.
They was in contact. They was all in contact with
illness. All the ones say illness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow. Well, I'm okay with.
JJ is confirmed to have it, and the rest was in contact.
Oh, good. I mean, no, not good, but
But look, the fact that this doesn't even matter.
Benny Curry not playing.
Our season is done. It's over.
No,
it's over.
if we lose
over.
on Sunday, then the season is officially done. We have to win. This is a must-win
Jalen
game.
Hurts.
Yeah, I agree.
Take that screen down.
Last week was a must-win game. Last week was a must-win. Last week was a gimme game, and we gave it away. I'm sick. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the Eagles.
Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear what one of the dudes from the Giants said about the Eagles?
What did he say?
He said they don't work harder than us. They don't work hard enough. He was like, we be out here practicing in the cold weather, in the muddy stadiums, everything else. You know they ain't out there doing that. He basically called them a bunch of chumps.
So who posted the article that somebody said Doug said that about it, or somebody was questioning Wentz work ethic? Tim, I know that was probably you. You posted that, didn't you?
I'm sure I probably did, but
yeah. no, but the boy saying the team. He's saying the team, not just Wentz. He's saying the team.
Attitude reflects leadership. See, that's what I was saying about the whole dog thing.
So the leadership is the coach, right?
No, the quarterback.
No, the leadership is the coach.
That's true, but your
the leadership is the coach.
Your quarterback can drastically set the tone for your team, even as much as your coach.
So is the quarterback telling them? So is the quarterback saying we can't practice outside because it's cold? The dude said he's like it was cold all week. I guarantee we was outside practicing cold. I guarantee you they was practicing inside.
Yeah, but dudes don't know that. Dudes going out. So you saying dudes going out? I know they don't practice as hard as us. Come on, stop.
Well,
hey, that's what he said, and then they went out and whooped him. So I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
If your quarterback said, hold on, let me say this real quick, Tim. If your quarterback said, let's go out, I'm gonna grab all my receivers, my offensive linemen. We going outside and we going to practice.
Jason Peters would look at him like.
And guess what? And when everybody else went out there, Jason Peters was like the nut bull. And somebody else would have came out there. But your quarterback can demand that type of respect, and that changes the attitude of your team. I don't think Carson out there balling like that.
They asked Doug Peterson about the practice habits of the team, and he disagreed. He said that they have pretty good practice habits.
Pretty good.
When they asked Carson Wentz said maybe there's some need for improvement. But when they asked Brandon Graham, he said there's serious issues with the way they are doing it. So you got 3 different.
No, hold on. Brandon Graham was talking about what? The offense or the defense, or the team in general?
The team in general, like their practice habits are not that good.
So basically, that tells you that it's something not right with that organization.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
it's the whole organization, and it starts with the higher ups, with the GM and with the coach, because. And like I said, they live and fed off the land. They won the championship. They feel like that the Eagles have this mindset of, oh, we'll just turn it on later on. We'll turn it on and win. This is the mindset they've gotten into, and they don't have the talent to do that.
All right. Well, this week they play Cleveland Browns. Now, Cleveland Browns is a running football team. They the way they win is by running the game, especially with no Odell Beckham right now on a team.
Who cares?
So, are we with our tackles? To stop this team from running against us? Will we be able to beat them?
No,
it doesn't matter. The season's over, bro. This was that last week was our make or break game to define this season. And we broke it.
I agree.
I disagree. I think we still got a shot. If we lose to the Browns, then it's over.
It's over.
This division is bad.
Listen, as long as this division is division, we always got a shot.
I think Howie is the reason this team is such, and not even with his draft picks. It's just about his whole presence over this whole team, his whole shot calling thing.
Not that I agree with.
Remember Howie how he says who plays and who don't. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that was whack.
Out of here. He don't know what he doing at all. He got lucky, fortunate. Let's use that word. He got fortunate. He put together a bunch of free agents when he went on the Super Bowl. Remember, it was a bunch of free agents, two free agent running backs, free agent wide receivers, and he just happened to win the Super Bowl, and it just worked out for him. Now he living high off the hog. He making all these calls like he is shot calling. He destroyed this. He's destroying his franchise.
But Jordan Howard, we signed Jordan Howard this week. Oh, today.
That's because he got released.
That to me,
we needed that.
That to me puts the stamp on Ethan's point. Like you valuing money over winning. You can tell the teams that want to win and the teams that want to play salary cap games and all this other dumb stuff. Why do we even let Jordan Howard go in the first place? Clement was never better than Howard.
You know why they got to value money? Because you overpay somebody like Brandon Graham, and then you pay a whole bunch of money to Fletcher Cox, and then you play you got like 3 defensive tackles that's making big money. You got Brandon Graham making big money. You got Alshon Jeffries making big money. So that, of course, money is an issue now because you done paid these dudes money because we want a chip, and now you want to. That's the dumbest way that they've run this organization. How is an idiot?
Or paying
and you pay Deshaun Jackson $10 million to sit on the bench for 2 years, $10 million a year to sit on the bench.
Well, Carson Wentz is bottom line. That's the reason why we're thinking if the quarterback played better, then the team would be in a much better position.
So when we couldn't stop the Giants, we would have won.
If he played better, yes, he was.
If we couldn't
he
stop
was
the Giants,
0 for 9 on third down the entire game. No excuses.
The team
some of them, 2 of them third down. I think he had some crucial drops on something on third downs. So I can't just look in a vacuum.
And then a couple of them third downs was short and third, and then somebody jump off sides or something.
Yeah, something stupid. Yeah, dumb stuff was happening. So I can't just drop the ball.
Whatever you can.
Of course you can, Tim. That's your MO. However, I will say this: Carson Wentz to me didn't lose us the game, but he didn't win us the game.
I agree.
I still need to see him, and I think I remember I heard Tim say a little bit of this on the last podcast, which is true. Sometimes you gotta manufacture some drives. You gotta manufacture some points, bro.
This goes to the point that I was making before. You got to take it the same way they did with Brett Favre. If you're going to take him as he is, then don't sit here and complain about Carson Wentz when he's trying to force a pass somewhere to these receivers that's not making catches, and then he throw interceptions like, that's Tim.
Unacceptable too.
If he's trying to break tackles to extend the play, or he holding the ball to extend the play, and he get hit and fumble it, he doing too much. You can't have it. You can't have it both ways.
I agree with you with that. That's Tim you talking to because
game. That's why I said this game. I wasn't ready to put as much blame on him because he didn't turn the ball over. He got rid of the ball when he was supposed to get rid of the ball.
He did.
He threw the ball to people for them to make plays, and they didn't make plays. So I'm not going to sit up here and say Carson Wentz stunk it up this, that. I don't think he played great, but he threw the ball up there. Our receivers ain't making plays. Giants receivers made plays. We just talking about Deshaun.
Yes, they did.
We just talking about Hopkins making that play. What receiver on the Eagles is going up and make that play?
Nobody.
I was mad at Fogle. Game. I'm talking about on the first and 10, and it ain't even no pressure on it. Who making that catch?
Nobody.
Fogle didn't even make that play on third down. I was highly upset about that.
Exactly.
No, I agree. I mean, much to your point, like you said, Wayne, even the Giants receivers, the Golden Tate, Shepard, they was making some great catches, like turning around, adjusting, tracking the ball, all that kind of stuff like that. They bailed out Danny Dimes a couple times. A couple times he just threw the ball to him. Like he just literally threw the ball up and they made a play on the ball. And like you said,
Daniel Jones was balling though, and the fact that our defense sucks.
He did.
By the way,
that's what I'm saying. Tim want to hype him like he really was
Ethan, shout out to your boy Sidney Jones. Stat line for Sunday was 9 touchdowns, interception, four.
First of all, you ain't even know his name. You said Sidney Jones, so you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Sidney Jones.
His name ain't Sidney.
What's his name?
Exactly. No. You don't even know his name.
It is Sidney Jones. You thinking of the quarterback? You thinking of Rasul Douglas?
Dumb.
Tim about the quarterback or the receiver?
I'm talking about Ethan's boy that just left that we cut in the offseason. His name is Sidney Jones.
We was talking about a quarterback. How you just going to just
I jumped
Go
and
ahead,
I
Tim.
said, yo,
Go ahead,
Ethan.
Tim. Do
Yeah,
what you do.
Tim jumping.
Did he just jump in the? We talking about Daniel Jones, and he
No,
started talking
what
about
I was
Sidney
saying is the
Jones.
coaching on the Eagles is bad. And I said the reason being because the boy that we cut this summer, which is Ethan's bull. That's why I say, Ethan, your bull had.
Remember I told y'all he's gonna have a good year.
Ephraim, did I just say that? Ephraim, did I say that?
No, you said that Wayne. I just said Wayne didn't hear you because we were still talking.
Exactly.
You jumped topics.
But
because you stopped
like I
switching
told
topics
y'all-
in the middle. You cut people off when they online.
All right.
You jump into topics.
File your grievances with
But
HR.
you know what? Real quick, let me tell y'all this.
Guess
you
who
know why I
HR is?
can't blame
Guess who
Doug too
HR
much?
is? Tim.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He gonna take that grievance.
You know why?
Go ahead, Ethan.
You know why it's hard to blame Doug? Because Doug ain't really the coach.
You mean blame him for what? So you keep freezing up. Come on, man. Stop with this
I
janky
know.
behind.
He great drop now.
My
Doug
screen
ain't the
froze.
coach. Who the coach?
Tim, kick him out. Put him in the waiting room.
My screen froze. Hold on. Doug
Go
ain't
ahead.
the coach. Doug is an offensive coordinator. Howie's the coach. Doug is an offensive coordinator, and the other boy's the defensive coordinator. Doug ain't no coach. He got no say over this team.
Yes, he do. He got enough say where he got credit.
He don't.
No, he got
Doug is a
credit.
figurehead.
No. We ain't going to.
He can't tell the
Nah.
defensive coordinator what to
No,
do.
I ain't listen. I ain't hear all that.
They
Anytime
hired
you
the
write
defensive
a
coordinator
book,
before they hired Doug.
he write a book talking about what was his new book, Resurgence or whatever. He got a whole book about the Super Bowl run, and now you telling me he could take credit for the Super Bowl, but now you're gonna try to discredit him for them sticking it up? Nah, bull. No.
Hold on.
Nope.
I'm telling you, he's the offensive coordinator. Hold
I'm
on.
telling
Can
you
you
he
blame
wrote a
Doug for the
book.
defense?
I'm telling you, he wrote a book.
Can Doug fire the defensive coordinator?
No.
No, but that don't have nothing to do with his play call. What
He's not the coach.
What did
He's
that have
not the coach.
So is that usually
It's
the
not
job?
one coach.
But let me
Hold on.
ask you something.
It's not
Is that-
one coach in the NFL that does not hire his own defensive coordinator. Not
So
one.
the coaches always fire the defensive coordinator?
Yeah, they hire him.
I thought that was a GM job.
No. When they hire the coach, he hires everybody else.
Listen, they made Doug fire his offensive coordinator last year. He has no power.
Listen, the fact of the matter is, forget the power struggle, and some of that's true. The fact of the matter is, Doug play calling is suspect.
No, we found out it wasn't. Remember?
Huh? When did we find this out?
Who was we? Who was we?
I sent y'all a play.
Man, Stop. First of all, stop talking that stuff. Because that if you talking about that ball deep play, you talking no matter what.
You trying to say that wasn't a good? You trying to say that Carson Wentz wasn't late on that throw?
No, the boy jumped the route. The boy jumped the play on that.
It wasn't John.
No. Listen, my
He
point,
did.
and you talking about the play early on when they ran that pick play. This is the point
Yes,
that
and the D-back jumped it.
and the D-back didn't jump it.
Yes, he
But
did.
this is the point that I'm making with that. In order to
was
make
a
that
bad
play,
route.
once it got disrupted, then that means the quarterback needs to throw it and trust the receiver is going to make that adjustment to get it.
So hold on.
If Wentz would have done that and the receiver
been an
didn't make the
interception.
adjustment like that, most times they don't, and it
It
gets
would have
picked,
been an interception.
then you would have been saying it's a bad pass.
Hold on. How did it get disrupted, Wayne?
Because the way the pick ran, the receiver had to run around the pick, so he ran back into the backfield. That's not how the play is designed. The play is designed is supposed to be like a
But
Christian.
didn't the D-back crash down? That's why he had to run
No,
around?
the D-back wasn't. He could have, if he'd have threw it as soon as the receiver stepped back to avoid the pick, he could have threw it to him, but he would have been like an extra 2 yards back. It would have been intercepted. It would have been if he would have threw it directly to him, they wouldn't have got the first down because the receiver came back.
You don't throw directly to him. You throw to a spot.
But that's what I'm saying. So if he would have, he could have still threw it to the receiver, but he would have threw it and it would have been a couple yards behind the line, and then he would have had to try to break tackles to get up there. So what he was waiting was for the guy to get to the spot that he's supposed to release and throw it to him, and the dude didn't get there.
That's not what happened.
I got to look at the play again.
Then
I
what
remember
happened?
the D-back actually pushed, I think, the other receiver kind of into the play or something like that.
No, what happened was Fulgham cut in front of Rieger. So Rieger, instead of running a straight slant, Rieger had to actually step back and readjust.
That's what I just said.
But you're not listening. That made Wentz hesitate. If Wentz would have threw it to the spot that Rieger was supposed to be, he wouldn't have been there.
That's what I said.
The quarterback wouldn't have been there. It would have been an interception.
That's what I said. I said he could have thrown it to the receiver directly to him, but it would have
You
been
don't throw to a receiver. You throw to a spot. You're supposed to be here.
I agree, and that's what I said. That's why I said it wasn't a bad hesitation on his part. He hesitated because if he would throw it to the spot, it would have been a pick. But the cornerback wasn't in front of, like, he wasn't in front of the receiver. Like, if he would have threw it directly to the receiver, yeah, he could have threw it directly to him, made the catch. That wasn't the play, though. And if he would have thrown it back there to him, then he would have had to try to run through all that to get through there to get the first down. The play was
you run. I mean,
you get it thrown to him.
You run practice plays for a reason. You run them not to adjust on a fly. You run a play because the way the play's supposed to be is designed that he's supposed to be at a certain spot when you throw the ball. Now, if all right, I'm a receiver, right? In my mind, I'm going. The play is when I break off the pick or when I come across the middle, the ball is coming. So even if Wentz did try to throw at him, the receiver is probably still gonna go behind the receiver because the receiver's not thinking about the ball being thrown at him. The receiver thinking about the ball should be thrown in stride. I catch it and keep going. So it was a great play for Wentz to hesitate once it got blown up because if he follows the play as the play is called, like Ethan said, then something bad will happen. Then you're gonna have Tim on here. Oh, he threw a pick, tied his interception, blah blah blah. So I'm not.
I agree with y'all, but the only thing
that play is
I don't want to hear. If he throw the ball directly to him, he's not going to catch it because he's not ready for it. I don't care if you're ready for it or not. If you're a receiver and the ball's coming and it's hitting your hands, you catch it.
No, but my thing is,
it's a lot of times Bulls got to make a play on
but my thing is, why
everything don't go according to practice.
You're not going to look at a ball. It's like, all right, you running a deep route, right? When you run a deep route, when do you look back? You look back after you clear the defender. You're not looking back as soon as the play starts. So my thing is,
on that route and on that play, the receiver is looking at the quarterback.
I gotta look at the play. I doubt that because if my thing is, why do you look at the quarterback until you actually at where you're supposed to be at? You're not going to look at the quarterback.
That's not necessarily true. If you're running a certain type of route, if you're running a certain type of route, if you're running a slant route, you don't run. If you're running on that slant, if you have eyes on the quarterback, you're looking at the quarterback at that time. Yes. You don't just look. You don't look straight ahead and just run to the spot. And then
that's my point. That's my point. Once you don't look back until you break on your slant. When you start off, you're not looking at the quarterback as soon as you start. You break on your slant and then you look at the quarterback.
And
so my thing is, if you got disrupted, as a receiver, I played receiver. As a receiver, and
so did I.
You didn't. You was trash. As a receiver,
better than you was. Trust me.
As a receiver, if your route gets disrupted, the first thing you're going to do is not look at the quarterback. You're going to look to get back on your route. So once you do that, then you look back. You don't run into somebody and then look at the quarterback like, throw it to me. No.
If you know what play is coming to you, you do keep your eyes on the court. If you know the play is coming to you and it's designed to come to you at a certain time, you do still keep your eyes on
No, you try to get to where you're supposed to be as a quarterback.
You don't run a route blind. If your route get disrupted, you don't just all right. Now you've quarterbacked at a time. So if you're telling me if something happened and you know how something might happen and you look and you throw the ball, you're like, yo, you ain't turn around and look at me. Because the ball ain't supposed to just run out with tunnel vision and then turn and look. You're supposed to be able to read what's going on.
It depends on the play. Matter of fact, if something similar happened with the young boys when I played with them.
When you threw the 6
interceptions?
Yeah,
exactly. They were doing dumb stuff. Yeah, because they were doing the dumb stuff. They were
doing dumb stuff. What was the dumb stuff they were doing?
They were doing the dumb stuff. You got it, Tim?
I actually got the play. I'm gonna play the play for you.
Run the play.
Right.
You know Tim had it ready.
You got to screen it down up the top.
Everybody in the Eagles said we got to get better. Here's a 3rd and 3.
First of all, Baldy is
horrible.
Fogel. I second, please.
Sticky man coverage across the board.
What is he doing?
Man-to-man across.
What's going on?
Who's moving? Is that Baldy moving the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I told you Baldy's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, is it playing?
Yeah, it's playing now.
You can't even see what the dudes is doing.
No, I can see it. He got it up
Tim,
now.
That's Tim waving it around now. All right, look. Now he's not looking.
Fogel.
But look, right there, his head is turned in.
Look, he had to step back.
I agree.
The play's not designed to go back. Watch here. Look, instead of running straight, he has to slip. He has to step back.
Now he's looking now to get back to his spot.
Now his head is turned to the quarterback.
Yep, turn right to the
look. That's what. Look, but I think. Go ahead. Why he keep rewinding it? Play the play through, Baldy.
Now his head turned to the quarterback right there.
Mm-hmm.
Look, but you gotta look. You gotta look when Whistle's gonna throw it the first time, and he hesitated.
He don't got the drawing right.
No, Tim trying to zoom in. Stop trying to zoom in and just play the play, Tim.
Yeah, Tim, get off the controls.
I'm not
Right
touching
there.
nothing.
If he make the pass right, if he make the pass right there, it's a catch.
He
He
did.
threw it a second late. He threw it a second
It
late.
was late.
But he threw it late because the play got disrupted.
So what are we arguing?
No, Tim is trying to say like, no,
Why's my
I
screen
said I
dark?
don't put that on. I say he threw it late, but right there, if he
This
would
is
let it go
it.
right there,
Or
but
you
the whole
throw the
play
ball
got
right
thrown off
there.
because he
No,
got
if he'd have let it go right there, he wouldn't have been to the spot he's supposed to be at. This is what y'all don't
The
understand.
wide receiver is looking
Right,
at
throw
him
it right
so
there.
he can
If it's thrown
adjust.
right there, thrown right there, bang. He threw it a second late. But I don't blame him because the play got disrupted.
Listen, this was not y'all. This is not what y'all paying. He was supposed to have been where he's supposed to have been at. He was supposed to have been further. He's supposed to have been at before the ball was even released. When Wentz went to throw the ball the first time, he wasn't where he was supposed to be at. That caused the hesitation because his step back. I don't know what he pump faked.
It was eye contact between the receiver and the quarterback. So whatever happens, it's okay because they both see each other. It's not like it's a timing play where all of a sudden
It was a timing
It
play.
is a time.
It is a
It is a
timing
time.
play.
No,
It is a
even though
timing play.
it's a timing play, but because the receiver is looking direct him, he could get that ball out right then and there.
So
First
what
of
that
all-
mean?
First of all, you got to understand.
Tim,
You
it's a
talk about
third
time and
down, so
play.
he's trying to get a first down. So the point of that play is for him to give him the ball when the point is not for him to throw him the ball while he's in the backfield. That's the point that they're making, and I agree with them on that. The play is for him to cut so that he can release it, so that he can lead him to the first down. That's why he hesitated at first, because the play got blown up because the pick was a horrible pick. So he held on, and then once he saw the guy recuperate was good, then he tried to put it in there. But by the time the defender was able to get in there, because the play was blown up.
And if you notice, and you were actually right, Wayne, when you caught, first of all, he was about to throw it. So now once the play is disrupted, you got to unload and reload again.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about a matter of important seconds, and that's why the ball came out late, because after you've seen it, you pulled it back. Now it opened up real quick, just that fast. You see a quick window, and now I'm gonna try to throw it. Of course, it's gonna be late because the play just got picked. You can't take this is the dumb stuff I'm talking about. How you as an analyst going to take a busted play and try to blame the quarterback? It makes no sense. That's like you taking a play where the offensive lineman got blown up and you blame a running back. Like, all right, with a running back, that's not how you want to take a play where the play is busted and then say it's my fault. That's lazy, poor analyzing by Ball. That's why I don't listen to
Baldy's horrible. And
He's terrible.
Baldy is
He's
horrible.
terrible. You take a busted play and try to make something a point with it.
I don't
Come
care
on.
if you have
Come
access
on.
to the films at NFL Films and everything else. If you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what you're talking about.
I agree.
He knew what he was talking about. All right, y'all, let's get out.
Look at that record.
Good Lord.
Let's get out of here. But before we do, we gotta make our picks.
Coming back.
Russell Wilson just threw a touchdown to lock it. Arizona. Seattle's up 14-7. By the way.
All right. So
That's
let's
in Seattle.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our NFL picks. Right now, Wayne took the lead over me. It's cool. Every dog have his day. I tell you, who stunk it up.
You had yours last week.
So I know who's stinking it up for the last 2 weeks. Somebody been 1-4 for the last. I ain't gonna mention nobody's name.
He's stinking it up, and he's still tied with the other bull.
Oh yeah, that's
2020 has been a good year for me.
But yeah, so we picked 5 games now. Because the Cardinals and Seahawks will be playing Thursday at the time of taping this podcast, we decided to give our picks early, and then obviously Wayne went with.
I was the only one that went with the Cardinals, right?
You went with the Cardinals, yeah. And
If you're doing good in 2020, that means your life in general is suspect. You a fluke. You a fluke. If you're doing good in 2020, that means there's something fluky going on about your life. So y'all got it. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
No, what it means is
you
you that thorough that even a pandemic can't take you down. That's what it means.
No, that means a fluke, dog. This is a fluke. FLUKE. Fluke.
That's what it is.
What's the picks for this week? I'm already ahead with the Seattle pick.
Man, it's in the second quarter. Stop.
Yo,
I'm
hold
counting
on.
my eggs.
Hold on.
I'm counting my
Hold
eggs
on,
before
Tim.
they act.
No, you don't, Tim. Tim, you ain't getting away with that.
What?
You getting slick? What do you get slick with?
Hold on. Oh, you know what? They on the bye. They on the bye?
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, the Bears.
Nicky Foles is on the bye. All right, you good.
He's hurt though. Is he going to play?
He hurt, so we got. I'm
No, he
out.
cool.
I'm out on the Nick Foles bandwagon right now.
Nah, boy, you ride with him. This is your man. You
No, you ride
him
with
to the
Nick.
end.
Sometimes
trying
you
to
gotta
hear
know when
that.
to fold them. See, like unlike y'all with Carson Wentz, I know when to walk away. So the Rams, they play the Buccaneers. I think this is a good matchup.
I think the wheels are starting to fall off the Bucks a little bit.
So Wayne, who you got?
I'm going with Bucks.
Okay.
I'm going Rams.
Oh, you're gonna be 1-4 again.
Yep.
Only way you're gonna have is the Seattle win tonight.
The Bucks got to. I'm telling you, Antonio Brown has detonated again, and it's going to go down. It's going to go down fast.
Nah, but he been on his best behavior right now.
I know. Yep.
He beat up the cameraman or somebody. He broke somebody's camera, but that was before he signed with the team. So, but I do like. I like Tom Brady in this matchup.
Okay, that's what's up.
Chiefs, Raiders.
I'm going Chiefs.
Why?
Because it's the Chiefs and not only the Raiders.
Yo, did y'all hear about the bull Gruden too? Gruden is a sucker. Did y'all hear when they beat the Chiefs last time? They took a victory lap in a bus around the stadium.
That's why the Chiefs is about to stomp a mud.
I agree. It's Chiefs going to stomp a mud hole in the Raiders. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Listen, I want to address this too right here. Nelson Aguilar has 18 catches in 9 games. Please don't bring him up.
Who you talking about?
Who you talking to? Say his name.
All Eagles fans. I mean, all Eagles fans. You talk about this Nelson garbage.
And
who catches a game?
And Raiders fans.
And Reggie. Reggie, you too, Reggie.
Reggie Scott. Call him out.
He said his government name. He said his
Ethan, who you got?
No, don't say Reggie Scott. Say Reginald.
Taking Raiders, Ethan.
The Chiefs, go ahead. All right.
So we all took the Chiefs.
Do they still do that or they ban that now? The Tomahawk.
That might be banned.
I don't know. It ain't enough people in the stadium to care no more.
So the Packers is traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts.
I'm going with the Packers.
I got the Colts.
Who you going with, Wayne?
No, I'm going with the Packers. That's Ethan with the Colts.
I'm going with the Colts.
Ephraim, what you got?
I'm going with Green Bay. What, they missed the extra point?
I think I'm gonna go with the Colts this week. I think Colts is gonna upset them. And then the last game that we got, Titans, Ravens.
That's the last one. Got 5 games this week?
Well, we already picked
the game for the night was the first.
Oh, okay, that's right. All right. Hold up. So Titans, Ravens.
I'm gonna go with Ravens at home. That's a tight game. I think
going with the Titans. I'm going with the Titans. Titans gonna win that. Come on, shut this bull Kyle Murray down, man. Stop.
Yo, Ephraim said he going with the Titans.
I'm going to the Titans, man. I gotta take a picture of this because for some reason I think it's a little bit fugazi that's happening with my picks, yo.
Trust me, don't nobody want your picks.
No, I take a picture of all them Jones. Trust me.
Yeah, Tim real slick with it.
Who you like, Ethan?
I like the Ravens.
Ravens gonna get trash. Seattle got a defensive tackle down.
I keep picking the Ravens.
Pick the Ravens. This is my first. I'm gonna be the first one to go 5-0. This is it right here, baby.
I think I'm gonna go with
5-0.
I'm gonna go with Ravens.
No, go Titans then, please.
Y'all mushes on my squad.
All right. I think we all locked in. We all ready to go.
Either I'm gonna come out real nice or real suspect.
I'm gonna
I got a feeling I'm gonna come out nice.
All right, so everybody, thanks for joining us this evening.
The funny part is, no matter what you do, Ephraim, I'm still gonna be beating you next week.
I know.
That's true.
Unless you go, yeah, I know, because we picked some of the same teams. That's true.
No, because I got a 5-game lead on you.
I know. I'm just saying, even if you went 0, well, you
yeah.
can't go. You know what I mean? Because we got some of the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
team. So if I go 5-0, you automatically gonna get like 2
Yeah.
wins.
So we you can catch us on Facebook, Spotify, Twitter, and YouTube. And y'all be listening, y'all be watching the videos. Make sure you like them, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna check it out Sunday after the game. It's a victory. I see the Eagles winning by a blowout. I see what's blowing them out.
I can honestly care less. Honestly. I'm done.
Listen, if they do good, but I'm not emotionally invested.
I'm checked out. Me neither. I put all my eggs in that basket last Sunday, and they took my basket. and they slam that joint on the ground, every egg broke, and I'm done. I'm done. I could care less. Carson could get bench, and Jalen could come in. It don't matter. I don't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s.
Yep, I'm back on the
All right,
Sixers
y'all.
time now.
Sixers.
Sixers Golden State. Steph Curry and Chef Curry and Steph. Steph and Steph. We got the better Steph or the better Curry. We good.
All right, 20 seconds. The start of the Eagles Sixers season. We out. We talk to y'all on Sunday.
Later. Deuces.